In today's episode here at Point Pleasant, West Virginia, here standing in front of the Mothman sculpture, getting ready to check out the Mothman Museum, so make sure you follow me. Whether this is your first time watching or you've watched one before, make sure you take the time to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Help this channel grow and soar like the Mothman. It was in this place in 1966 the Mothman legend all started, on the banks of the Ohio River, and here's the world's only Mothman Museum. Follow me as we head in and find out more about the Mothman.
Where y'all from? I'm from Dayton. He's from Lima, Ohio. Here's Dayton. Yep. He just left. Oh, really? I said, I got a ride from I said, I've had people in here all day from Dayton. It's like, are you serious? And I'm like, yeah. The guy that just left was from Dayton. And they were from Dayton. And you're from Dayton. As soon as I leave, you'll be close. As soon as I leave, someone else will be.
Whenever there's a photo op, you got to take advantage of it, and what better place than the Mothman Museum? And I got a special guest today, the Toll. On November 15th, 1966, the legend of the Mothman all started when Roger and Linda Scarberry and their friend Steve and Mary Mallett experienced the Mothman in an area known as the West Virginia Ordnance Works, or also known as the TNT Factory, which produced TNT during the World War II years of 1942 to 1945. Just here at the Mothman Museum, hanging out with the old Mothman. This is a cool exhibit. These are the transcripts from eyewitness testimonies of that famous night from the Scarberrys and Mallets. In these famous witness testimonies, they would explain this creature as a large flying man with 10-foot wings and glowing red eyes. It is from these famous accounts the legend of the Mothman grew. During the Mothman sightings from November 15th, 1966 to December 15th, 1967, there was sightings of men in black in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Who were these people? What was their purpose? Still really not known if it's true or just a legend. This picture on the wall is pretty cool. This is an alleged sighting of a men in black. Here's a copy of the book Mothman Prophecies, written by John Keel. Here's more newspaper clippings. Also here in a sec is the original draft of the book, The Mothman Prophecies. There's another theory that the Mothman was a government experiment at the TNT factory and escaped. Here's a sign telling you about John Keel, the author of the Mothman Prophecies. And they ended up turning that book into a blockbuster movie.
There are only two species in the United States that come anywhere near this surface. First is the bald eagle. Bald eagles are found all over North America, from Mexico to Canada. They stand about 3 feet high, with a wingspan of about 7.5 feet.
These are various comics with the main character, the Mothman. Now this section is all about the Silver Bridge, which collapsed on December 15th, 1967. Some believe the Mothman sightings were foretelling the collapse of this bridge. And there's a cool steel section from the Silver Bridge disaster. And here's more newspaper clippings about the Silver Bridge disaster. prop used in the movie The Mothman Prophecies, starring Richard Gere. This was a prop built to replace or replicate the Kittening Bridge. Here at the Mothman Museum, they have the world's largest collection of memorabilia from the movie The Mothman Prophecies held under one roof. Let's check some of them out. Napkin holders from the scene in the coffee shop. This is also a watch worn by Richard Gere. The phones used in the hotel scene when John Klein talked to Indrid Cold. The cracked glass when Mary Klein hit her head on the window. Now here's a multitude of different press clippings from the events that happened during the Mothman craze from various different newspapers. This is a cool feature of this museum. Here's a Mothman kiosk for a treasure trove of information of all things Mothman. And I almost missed it until I was looking through the gift shop, so I checked this out after I already toured the museum. Just walking down old Point Pleasant with the T-O-double-L-E. We ain't in Toledo anymore, right? No, we're in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Walking down downtown, checking out some of the cool sights. So continue to follow us as we go from site to site.